It's not a dope track. Was it appropriate timing? I don't know.
Welcome to another episode of MixxDrinks, where we bring the best of entertainment from our hood to yours.
Hey.
You're welcome. Care 2 rounds on the ones and twos. You know, we heavy about the bar content. Whatever your bars is when you get in, whether you be an R&B singer, whether you be a spoken word, whether you be an MC, we all about the content. And this man right next to me is all about bar content at a high level. So we're going to get into that. I bring to you no other than my man, Kahlee in the house.
Hey.
Give it up for Kahlee.
Somebody talk to you. How you doing?
I done fucked up people's name.
Man, people say Kahlee all the time.
Take two.
It is a thing. You know what I mean? So you said Kahlee. Good job and thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, fuck it. Let's go for that. Where's the name come from? Is that your actual name? Or does it,
my grandma used to call me Kahlee. It's like a baptism name. I don't know. My family's Catholic, I guess. My mom goes to church now, but back in the day, I was not. I did catechism, if that means anything. In my opinion, no. But I mean, for me at least. But yeah, so that's a godparents gave me the name. 2 people in my life call me Kahlee Keeney. Kahlee for short. Ooh, that feels great. And yeah, man. When I started writing, I wrote Kahlee.
Yo,
changed the spelling.
Ain't nothing wrong with that because me and Dame, we both grew up in New York. And in New York, if you black back then in the 90s and 80s, you were either Baptist or you was Catholic. No in between. And so half of us grew up Catholic at one point. I did the first communion. I did the whole shit. I went to Catholic school for a couple of grades. So I know everything about that. So
I don't remember shit, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I had to wear a uniform, and I remember I had to go to mass with the kneeling and the standing and the kneeling.
Yeah, what is that about?
And the cracker.
Yeah,
so
and we don't understand what we don't even know what he's saying anyways.
Yeah, everything's all ceremonial and scary and shit.
Later for all that, man. But I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But it was not my thing, bro.
Anyway, we digress.
My back hurt right now thinking about the shit.
Yo, I couldn't even go to Catholic.
I can hear that.
I couldn't even go to mass right now.
I appreciate it, but
kneeling down.
A little different.
That was kind of like a Catholic mass, little piano right there. Yeah. Anyway. So let's talk about it. Where you from, my man?
I'm from Gardena, California. Gardena. And then I've been out here in San Diego repping Mira Mesa for like 16, 17 years, I think.
Mira Mesa.
You know what I mean?
My man, Big Pete.
Yeah, so I'm a Dago guy as well.
That's what's up.
My kids are San Diego kids.
So been out, born and raised out in California.
Yeah, Southern Cali.
So your sound is not the sound of a typical. I know you hear this all the time. But
I'm interested.
Typical, what they would think is a
Who's they?
MC. They, the masses, people listening, whoever they is.
Right.
They could be many different
right.
things. What I'm trying to say, you don't have a sound that's what people would think is from a West Coast.
Yeah.
He's got
have your influences.
Sound. Yeah.
And I was going to ask you that. What influences you? What influence do you have? Who you listen to? How do you get Kahlee sound?
Man, so like I'm from Gardena, so the Rhodium was right there, and then also like I have 2 sisters and a brother 8, 9, 10 years older than me. So like I'm a little younger than like the NWA, but because I had older siblings, I heard that shit like mad early. Like I got in trouble for taking the fucking Just Don't Bite It. I made a tape of it and took it to fucking elementary school, bro.
The world's biggest stick.
Yeah, and I didn't understand a lot of this shit. Like, what is she swallowing? I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? It was great when I found out. But yeah, I was mad young, and then like got into a lot of shit early and shit. So like Beastie Boys is the first shit. I don't know that influenced me, but it's hard to answer that question. So what I'll say is the shit that I really think about, that I put in my hip hop fucking trunk in my mind and shit. Fucking Beastie Boys, lots of BDP. My brother, he had a lot of fucking diverse listening. You know what I mean, with the hip hop shit. So he's the one I'm looking at what he's saying. But then I'm on the West Coast, by the Rhodium, DJ Quick, you know, Dre and shit like that, and then NWA, and then Snoop. When Chronic came out, I was starting to listen to my own shit. So that's kind of what sparked it. And my brother wrote down lyrics to hella fucking songs on that shit. So the Chronic is probably the thing that got me into, you know. And then Bone Thugs eventually. I do not rap like Bone. But there are some albums from Bone that definitely played a part in my, you know what I mean, life. Not just as a rapper. Possibly not as a rapper at all, but just in life. Yeah, and then...
Shouts out to fucking Ohio. And shit.
Yeah. Yo, they just got like the street name or some shit.
Yeah, the vibe out there is different. And their influence on hip-hop is monumental, right?
Yeah.
You can't say enough about what Bone Thugs did for hip-hop. And you hear the influences. That makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? You can hear you got the roots of the early hip hop sound, the BDP. Shouts out to Blastmaster. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. I love you. I love your sound. I think it's dope.
When I got older is when I got into like when I'm in high school. Now I'm listening to like underground hip hop, Cali Agents, Loop Pack, fucking even like a Eminem or like on Dead Wrong with Eminem. That's like the song that made me start freestyling. And then my brother had found this Handsome Boy Modeling School record, which is it's like a compilation, Dan the Automator and fucking Prince Paul. And I fucking freestyled off of that shit. And that's when I start over songs like the PJs with De La and fucking Dell. So these are like things that I don't know that you could see it in my style or what I am today as an artist, but you could definitely attribute where I'm at because of those, records, Sound Bombing 2, shit like that. So that's to me where the style comes from. And then the content is just, I try to, on the one hand, I like the architecture. So sometimes I'm just rapping. And then sometimes I'm talking about some real shit, like actual real shit. You know what I mean?
Actual real shit, right? And in the beginning, that's what hip hop was, right? You make a song, you'll have some hard hitting shit, you'll have some battle shit, you have some thought provoking shit.
Yeah.
You have a lovey dove song. You couldn't have a fucking album back in the day without a lovey dove song.
Yeah, some kind of, not just a relationship, but lovey dove.
A lovey dove song, and then you have a crew song with like 50 niggas on it from your hood and shit.
Video on the corner.
Give everybody a little love and shit. Yeah. So nah, I'm loving all of that. So okay. So tell me, artists, right? Gardenia, more that town.
Gardena.
No,
yeah.
Funny enough, I got fucking clients out there. And they be correcting me all the time as I'm in a fucking talk
everybody,
to like 30
bro.
people. I'm like, Gardenia, no.
It's in the human's DNA to say to add the Y.
It's not even an I at the end. It's just Gardenia.
Nah, it's just there's no I.
It's
like when they say Tijuana. It's like, yo, is it Tijuana? I'm not asking you to like roll R's, motherfucker. Like you're adding an extra letter. My last name Victorino. They calling me Victoriano. I'm like, this is a good reason to just hang up on you. Shut up.
Yo, my last name is Cephas, and they fuck that shit up all the time. It's CEPHAS. So.
It could be like Cephas.
Sapas, CP is
Cephas.
They say letters in that. Anyway, we digress. Anyway.
That shit way more important than me.
So the sound, right? San Diego sound, Gardena sound, that area sound. What differences do you see in the hip hop?
In the hip hop scene, I can speak more on the scene, even though like these days I'm kind of staying close to home and getting work done. But like when I left LA, like moved out of LA, there was shit going on like every fucking night. At least 5 nights of the week is a solid hip hop show that you could go to, and almost every night of the week was a dope DJ spinning. Now, was it the poppin'est shit? No, but Redmatic might be spinning on a Monday. You know what I mean? It's always like something dope. When I moved to San Diego, first I was commuting back and forth because my wife today, my lady at the time, she lived out here. So I'd be out, Martini Ranch was popping. It was shit popping. But as far as hip hop shows, when I moved here, there was always hip hop nights, DJs, but there wasn't always shows. And shows were like few and far when I moved here. And then over time, shit. And then eventually I contributed to that, started throwing shows. So it's like, the scene here, you got it spread out. You got like OB, you got North County. Yes. North County is kind of like, I don't know if this is the right way to say it. Some people don't like to go to North County, you know what I mean, for shows, but North County will come down to Dago for shows. So you got that crowd, and then you got like just all these different areas, you know what I'm saying?
I live in North County.
Yeah, it's just far drive.
But
you
they'll come down
Chula Vista and shit. Going to show at Chula Vista.
That's crazy, right?
You do what you have to do, though.
They do what they have to do.
A lot of people aren't gonna do it though.
When I used to spit, we used to for wherever, you know what I'm saying, wherever the hip hop was at. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's how I am.
To San Diego, North County is like going to LA.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when I used to date girls in San Diego, they used to be like, "Yo, he lives up north." Like up north, like Sacramento.
North, yeah, like in the mountains, like in the mountains. Like nah,
like,
just like a couple hours.
To get here.
Up north, yeah.
But speaking from somebody that is born and raised in San Diego, and I spent some time away, a good chunk of time, but like, my musical tastes were always, if I have to say anything, it'd probably be more East Coast hip hop more than West, and so like I see a lot of that. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Hip hop heads, like, not to say anything about the West at all. Like I love West Coast shit too, but it's just a matter of like a universal vibe. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, like Moment of Truth is like one of my top 10 albums and shit.
Absolutely.
Dope.
But like Woo's early shit was not. Even Illmatic, when I got Illmatic, I was like 7?
What?
Or 8? I don't remember how old I was.
That blew my mind.
I was maybe 10, maybe 10.
36 Chambers.
But I was too young to listen to that type of shit and get it.
Right.
And I remember selling it to Warehouse. And then I got it back. And the dude, it was my sister's like
Shouts
high
out to
school boyfriend
Warehouse.
or some shit. yeah. I got some. Anyways, yeah. But like my sister's boyfriend at the time buys one. He gives me that shit. He goes, "You ain't ready for that." But it was like my birthday maybe or some shit. I was not ready for it, bro.
Yo.
But years later, now that's one of my top 10s.
There's
You know
no
what I mean?
way that I would think a 7 or 8-year-old would be ready for Illmatic nor 36 Chambers. I'm an old head.
I was in high school.
I
by
was in
36
junior
Chambers.
college when motherfucking
That shit blew my mind.
when that shit came out. That was crazy to me. And I remember that year Wu-Tang came out. Onyx came out.
I think Onyx came out before that.
Onyx
92,
and
91.
1993.
I don't remember none of the
1993
none of the years, bro.
and Onyx was about the same year. I remember I bought both their CDs and the Alcoholics, which was dope.
The licks, yeah.
The Licks was dope.
The Licks, baby.
That's when the West had, like I said, like Jay said, and the West had it locked. They couldn't miss. I was loving West Coast music there. Mighty Dove Shack. I love me some Dove Shack. This is
Shack.
Dove Shack.
I think when the Licks
This
came
is how
out,
we-
and then with their own sound, and then
Yeah.
also like when Cypress Hill came out.
Well, that's when the
Oh,
West Coast was getting
Cypress.
eclectic with their
Yeah.
sound, right? It was no more gangster boogie no
Cypress
more.
is,
It was a
man.
mixture of everything. You had gangster shit. You had Souls of Mischief. You know what I'm saying? You
93
had
Till Infinity.
you had sounds, man. And West Coast was evolving in hip hop, and West Coast was paying attention because I used to go. I'm originally from the West Coast. I would go back to visit, and they was all over West Coast shit. They was telling me about. They was mad when motherfucking Ice Cube left NWA. They was telling. They was calling him Benedict Arnold. Remember NWA was
Yeah.
all over him until he made No Vaseline, and then everybody was back to fucking Cube and who he was. So that's fucking dope. So music in your household, was that heavily influenced?
Yeah.
You
man.
well, actually, you said it.
I
You said your brothers and sisters was heavy into music.
Yeah,
so other
I mean,
than hip hop, but they listen to anything?
Yeah, so like my mom is from Laredo, so we would have Spanish music. I would think Tejano shit. I never got into it, but that's what I believe it is. And then my dad always listening to Hawaiian music and oldies like doo-wop shit.
Yeah.
So like driving to school in the mornings, it was that. There was a time when I would make my own. I always made mixtapes. So if I'm in the gym in high school, but even like I would make mixtapes of like songs that would get redone, like doo-wop songs that would get like what was the name of that group that sang Up on the Roof? They brought back Up on the Roof. I think they were called Solo or some shit, but they did a few dope over. I even did some fucking, man, it was just so much. Anyways, I used to do that type of shit and play it. This is the way that I experienced the influences in my head. Because then I ended up making mixtapes, and now I do Barz Weekly, which is a radio show, which is a mix. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna ask you about
Or
that.
like,
tell us a little bit more about Barz Weekly.
man, it's every week. It's now on live89fm.com. Shout out Infamous Amadeus. And man, it's a bunch of shows I wouldn't even be able. But on Mondays, I'm 12 noon West Coast, 3 p.m. East Coast. And it's just some dope hip hop, man. It's always on some fresh shit. Maybe like up to a month old if it's a super dope record. I'm not going to play every song on the whole album. But if every song on the whole album's dope, I'm going to have to spread it out over like a month's period. But anyways, yeah, just some dope hip hop.
Yeah, that's dope.
BarzWeekly.com for that.
So
But yeah, I'm doing that.
So what kind of projects can we expect from you coming up?
Lots of music coming out. In August, shit, if I can remember, I dropped a record with my man, with my brother Samurai, called Dirt Naps. My man Substance 810. I'm featured like a 16 on his record. It's called like Making Waves 2. Really dope vinyl. Cop that vinyl. I think it's at Substance 810, and that comes out Thursday last week. I don't know. Came out already, I believe.
I know I'm backtracking, but I gotta give you love and respect.
Just singles.
For the last joint you did with Apollo. Apollo's our boy. Apollo
Yeah,
been on the show.
that's my
Shout out to us
bro.
on that song is dope. I seen him
Yeah.
perform it live.
Hell yeah,
I
thank
thought
you.
it was crazy, and I thought it was crazy you got him out of his fucking hibernation because I ain't seen Apollo in the mic
Yeah,
forever. and shit.
especially rapping.
Yeah, rapping.
Usually he
I
in
see
the
Apollo
cut.
all the time.
Yeah,
but I don't never see
he
him
ain't
spitting.
rapping.
Besides when he spit here.
Yeah.
And so that was
We
dope.
went up to Ventura not too long ago with the homies Mike Bless, the homie Yeti, Body Bag Ben. It was like fucking Enzyme. It was like a dope fucking if you've ever been up to the 805, and like Stone Throw was another big influence to me. So being out there like with that time with like some of the
Stone's
homies,
Throw.
but it's like the next generation under like, well, I don't want to say that, I don't know, but like
Wasn't
the
Tone Split
whole
like
Mad Lib.
part of that too?
Tone Spliff is from the East,
Yeah.
but
But
he
wasn't
been
he
out here
after
for a
that
minute.
show?
He
Yeah.
rocked a beat set. Body Bag Ben did like some rhymes. It was like a really dope show.
Nice.
Good to see homies I ain't seen in a minute. My man D Tragic, God's Gift. So these are all like God's Gift is somebody who I used to listen to when I was mad young, high school and shit.
Dope.
So anyways, but I brought that up because Apollo rode with me, and that fool was barring it up, and motherfuckers are like, who is this guy literally doing that shit?
Every time.
Every time.
Normally be sitting in the back like Yoda and shit, looking for his fucking next fucking pupil and shit. And nobody knows this motherfucker is wicked.
Wicked with it.
Wicked with the bars.
I'll be telling people.
So how do we find Kahlee? Tell everybody how they find you.
BarzWeekly.com, goddammit. That's the easiest thing. At Kahlee 310, KAHLEE 310. Yep, sure it's down there. And can we get the bouncing ball? I prefer the bouncing ball.
Bouncing ball. We're working on that. We're small budget.
It's the West Coast.
We got small budget.
Don Nye, what was it with the?
Show too.
Barz Weekly on Mondays. Shit, 12 noon West Coast, 3 p.m. East Coast, man. If you on your way to work, or maybe you on your lunch break, whatever the fuck you doing, you listening to some dope hip hop, and your man talking a little shit in between. And live89fm.com for that. Shows, man. I got mad shows. I'm gonna be in New York September 7th through the 9th. Punchline Academy, Brooklyn Wildlife Fest with my man, homeboy Sandman. Shout out my brother. That's gonna be dope. Doing some shit at the Secret Pour September 9th on Saturday, and I'm throwing that show, so I need y'all to come and support. It's a lot of people that I've been talking to.
Bushwick.
I've been talking to cats for mad years, playing their music and whatnot on Barz Weekly, and a lot of them are there. So I'm hoping I get to meet them, say what's up, shake some hands, and just, you know what I mean, make some money at the bar.
Say word.
That's what's up.
But good times, man, ahead.
Yo, y'all already know and shit, so y'all tired of us talking about it. Yo, who is this motherfucker? You saying he's good, he's saying he's nice, but see what the fuck he can do, right? Yo, I ain't let you down yet, I don't think.
I do my thing.
No.
So let's go ahead and see what the fuck is up. Yo, it's your boy Case, my man Kahlee.
Peace to the colleagues.
Peace to the colleagues. Peace to the Mixed Nuts family out there. MixxDrinks, we out. We about to do the damn
MixxDrinks. Who wants a drink? Who wants a drink? Who wants a bar? Who wants a beat? This is MixxDrinks.
Real shit. They want the real shit. Yeah. Kahlee, it's been a minute since I've been this focused. The perfect time is in sync with people taking notice. My heart clouding up my brain, breaking chains of old pain, and it's no condolence. I lost that spark when I lost friends and gained opponents. Invigorated by the struggle I encountered in my early days. Young, dumb, and full of hunger pains. I feel that fire in my heart again. Been taking flight, a wood pipe in the cardigan, dark hairs turning right. I'm going old, they used to say that this a young man's sport. I just know no OGs showed enough support. I never had no mentors to drop jewels, I just watched. Paid attention to their moves like watch outs, watch for cops. Trying to be that Obi-Wan hologram for posterity. So when I'm gone, I can still provide clarity. Instead of staring at the stars, it's heaven in their brain. So just close your eyes and meet me in the ancestral plane. I don't know where I'm supposed to be, but still I'm here. I'd rather keep it real than whisper sweet nothings in your ear. When I'm gone, remember me for my intentions. You'll find a balance in between the heart, ego, and the blessings. I don't know where I'm supposed to be, but still I'm here. I'd rather keep it real than whisper sweet nothings in your ear. When I'm gone, remember me for my intentions. You'll find a balance in between your heart, ego, and the blessings. Back with them bars. MC Kahlee. Yeah. Listen. Too many sheep in wolf's clothing. Too many wannabe G's with hooks folding, thinking they OGs, but really they just no G's. I choke them out like I'm Eddie Bravo, Noki, Ninja Star Shinobi, poking out the OB. No bags, tripping dark bags, cause it's no sleep. They nose deep in gossip, my bars freaking awesome. Roll like Black Rob while they Joey Lawrence blossom. Corny in the grand scheme, they can't seem comprehend. They whack MCs who lip sync. Never seen a hip hop Wednesday. Your friends say I'm hating. Your smiles and handshakes ain't relating. Perception and reality's conflating. There's no time to waste, lose or spend on a hoe. And some dudes I deal with, worse than any bitch you know. Stay connected like an O, impeccable flow. Business on the low, city councilman as far as you know. I got a bubble with a light bulb that might solve the crime. You a narcissist lying, have a good on airline. That's your time, should've spent that 15 on yourself. Instead of complaining about the trophies I got on my shelf. See, I ain't been in the lab, I've been working on my jam. My lower back and my abs ain't hitting that heavy bag. While you working on your sag, sideline and mad to see a man shining. You can have that and more if you was grinding. That's a motherfucking game, bro. Fucking with Kahlee's like Leatherface with a chainsaw. You better have them track shoes, be all ready to spin ballerina. Let me show you how to do it like a Jeep from Gardena. That was San Diego native in the great 5'8". I'm that needle on the record, let that groove vibrate. It's Quasar on the SP, I'm quick saying your neck deep, correctly reflecting my cool fresh state. Let's go. man Kahlee. Peace to the Kahlee. Yeah.
Hey, yo, I told y'all motherfuckers, my man Kahlee, big case, mixed drinks. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a motherfucking friend.
That's what it is.
We in here. Check for my man. Coming to NY soon, man.
Yup.
Mixed drinks. Mix, that's the movement. We out.
MixxDrinks. Who wants a drink? Who wants a drink? Who wants a bar? Who wants a beat? This is MixxDrinks.